issue for a lot of players. I thought I would give a quick tutorial on cycling for nanites. So, I am at a trading post. I just came up to this Viking and activated him, and as you can see there's a dialogue. Request dialogue help, or dialect help, I can't talk. Request dialect help, 20 Mordites, barter 1,000 units, leave. Now this is the first contact I've had with him. I was already at the space station, and at the space station they were not giving nanites, which generally means they're not giving nanites down at the trading posts. So I'm going to barter real quick, and I'm going to see what he gives me. Gave me a Viking dagger. Now if you're in search of nanites, clearly you don't want that. So we've got 3 other Viking to screw around with you. So I'm going to go to this guy. He's going to give me the option to barter again. I am not going to barter. I'm going to request dialect help. You can also leave. The important thing is to get him to change the dialogues he offers. So I'm going to give him 20 Mordites. I'm going to activate him again. Now as you can see, I have a different dialogue. So I'm going to just ask for directions. Now I'm going to activate him again. Now you can see the same dialogue. Now I'm going to leave. Now I'll activate him again. Now he gives me the option to barter for 1,000 units. Now I'm going to barter. And he gives me, as you can see, nanite clusters. Sometimes, rarely, that'll change everyone, so they will just give you nanites. Generally it does not. And you will have to do the same approach. So go ahead. I'm going to request dialogue help. I'm going to activate him again. Now I'm going to ask for directions. Activate him again. Now I'm going to leave. Activate again. And we're back to the barter. I'm going to barter with him. And now I have nanite clusters. I'm going to do the same with this one. Now you don't necessarily have to get dialect help. I need the dialect help, so I'm going to always do that. I'm going to ask for directions again. I'm going to leave. Barter again. And there's the nanite clusters. So now I've gotten nanite clusters for 3 out of the 4 Viking here. As you can see, I got 195 nanites. Now, if I know what the situation is here, all I have to do now is go to another trading post. I had found one before, but I guess I'll have to scan for it again. Trading post, where is it? There it is. I'm going to leave the atmosphere so I can get to it faster. Now what's important to note here is this is only if they don't give you nanites the first time around. Now, if they're giving you nanites for, say, plutonium or something else, and you go to get the nanites, and When you run out of plutonium or iridium or whatever they're asking for, and you have to leave, and then you come back, you won't be getting the nanites. It'll go and cycle to something else, and then you'll have to kind of go through this bit with every one of the aliens, generally speaking. All right, 1, 2, 3 Vikings, 4 Vikings. Okay, so we'll start with him. Now, sometimes it will stay on the same cycle. I'm not going to chance that. I'm going to request dialect help again. Go to him. Now, very often, if you just leave instead of ask for directions, it'll return to the dialogue you want. Sometimes it doesn't. Ah, there we are with the barter again. Barter and nanites. Now I'm going to show you that it's probably not cycling, so that everyone is giving it to you the same way. Instead of going through the dialogues on this guy, I'm just going to barter, and he should give me like a Viking dagger or Geknip or something. See, now he gave me a Viking effigy. You'll know what to do after the very first dialogue. So I'm going to just leave on this one. The only thing is, generally they will give you the same dialogue. See, same dialogue. So make sure to get them off of that first dialogue. That's the key. Now we're going to ask for directions again. Now I'll probably get the same dialogue. I leave. Start it up again, and now I can barter again, and I should get the nanites. And there they are again. I'm going to do it with this one last one. Let's go through it a final time. I'm going to request dialect help. Now I'm just going to go ahead and leave. And now we've got the barter dialogue again. And now I have nanites again. And that is how you can get them to cycle through, so you can get nanites from everyone. And now, even missing 2 of those, even after missing 2 Viking who gave me things I didn't want, now I've got 250 there and 119 there. Got a lot of nanites. And if I were to go through and find another trade post, which I think there's another trade post in this system, I can go ahead and get nanites every time. Let's see here. Hopefully it's not giving me the same one I just was at. Where's the post right? And I have this writing so small. It drives me crazy. So I'm going to go through it one more time via the 3rd trading post. Hopefully this isn't the one I was already at. We'll know soon enough. Trading post. See, hopefully the audio on this is better than it was on my other videos, I'm learning that this microphone I have doesn't pick things up all that well. Alright, so we've got another 4 Viking here. I'm going to request dialogue help. Hopefully I have enough Mordite to do these with all of them. Ask for directions. Leave. Barter. Nanite. Request dialect help. And again, the main thing is you have to get them off of that first dialogue. But you can just leave to get them off that first dialogue sometimes. Barter again, I should get Nanites. Not sure why I did it that way, but I did. Leave. Barter 1,000 units. So, got 537 nanites. I'm going to try one thing I have not tried before, which is to simply leave, in this case, and then return. This is a pure experiment on this last one. Rather than request dialect help or to barter, I'm going to leave. And I'm going to come back to him. The dialogue hasn't changed. I expect to get anything but nanites, but it might work this way. This will be the first time I've tried it, so I'm going to barter now on the second time I bring up the dialogue. Nope. So as you can see, you've got to get him to change from that first dialogue. And then once you get him back to a bartering situation, you can get lots of nanites. Just off of this, I've got 500, how much was it? 537 nanites, which I will put up on my freighter in preparation for next. I hope this helps. Have fun, happy exploring. Now let's see if I can shut her down. And bye.